Yo, 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 what's going on, everyone? Dan the Glass Man here. You're watching the Glass Man's World, and it's been about a month since I have streamed live talking about this whole situation, this incident with the Miami Mall aliens, and all this footage. And I've already taken the time to debunk all the Miami Mall footage, all of it. It's all been debunked. There's 41 minutes right there. You can check it out on this playlist, Miami Mall Aliens Debunked Videos, right here at the Glassman's World. So I wanted to show you guys a quick video here that I found recently, and I want to add it to this playlist here. So it's by YouTube streamer, goes by the name of Omar Gosh TV. So let me make sure you can see that, Omar Gosh TV. And also, let me make sure, sorry about that, let me make sure that the screen is nice and clean so it's as clear as possible. I don't know, I guess that's a little better, maybe. So it's a 32 minute video clip here. I interviewed workers from the Miami Alien Mall, Bayside Marketplace. And you can see it's got let's see how many views on this here. It's got 268K views already 2 weeks ago. So these guys get a lot of traffic, a lot of individuals here. So I want to play this video here that's gonna go into what his friend, who is from the Fam, that's his channel, the Fam, and Omar Gosh TV is also hanging out with Jasco. And so Jasco's here, and the Fam is here, and we're going to listen to the Fam right now. So check this out. This is new information that I forgot to share with you. It's been, like I said, 2 weeks. I wanted to bring this right away, and I forgot about it. And I even forgot to share and save this. So what I always do is I go in here, right? Save these videos in some sort of a playlist here. So we got to find the Miami Mall Aliens, right? Miami Mall Aliens, and the Miami Mall Debunked Videos, and then I have another one, Personal Investigation, into it. And if I don't find it, we'll find it later. Oh, there it is, Private Investigation. Okay, so we got all those all now saved there. Let's hit play. Let me just back this out just slightly, and that way you can see this a little bit better. All right, here we go.
Open. I thought one thing at first, and then I was very strongly feeling another way, and then after what I talked to some guy, everything is different now. So
no clickbait?
No clickbait. I feel like I have more answers now, but we're going to go find out these answers right now.
By the way, James got some crazy interviews that we weren't even able to show in this video. Make sure you check out his channel because I don't even know how he got to talk to so many more people.
Okay, so James is his channel's The Fam.
If I interview you, you get permission.
He just interviews them.
I have my camera like this. I have no tripod.
So he does it all guerrilla style.
So were you here that night? Oh no, what happened? Like they have no idea. They're gonna be shocked if they saw themselves on camera. They'll have no idea.
You should just blur their face or something.
I might. Yeah. So after everything that we have
There's Jasco.
today, yesterday, what do you think so far? Has anything been cleared up for you?
I'm on the fence with everything. It's like we talked to a few of the workers here, and I don't know, they were just a little bit weird with their questioning, you know what I mean? Or weird with their responses. Like some people were saying that this happens all the time with kids.
Yeah, that was one thing that was strange. They said this happens every year. Right.
It was just like very mixed feelings.
And we've had multiple people tell us that too, which is crazy.
Like we had somebody across the street.
All right, so let me just stop it right there. So they basically, this video of Omar Gosh TV, they've gone to the Miami Mall Bayside Marketplace, and they interviewed a bunch of workers and a bunch of individuals who are there, finding out a lot of information. And so apparently what they've heard over and over and over is that this incidents like this have occurred year after year with basically like gang violence and just fights and people meeting up and going toe to toe, and sometimes they're armed as well.
JR telling us that he saw lights up above. And then one of the workers also, I don't know if you got it on camera, she was telling us that the alien thing happened a couple days after. Like that's the first. And then James, what exactly did the dude? Can you just
Okay, and that's weird for
summary of
someone to
that?
say that the alien stuff happened a day or so after, which means this incident occurred, and then the stuff started popping up on the online about the alien things, right? All right, but this is James here from the fam, and he's going to give us a lowdown, and this is what I really want you guys to hear.
Oh, come on. Don't be a hater.
I'll tell you.
Just a little summary.
So I ended up talking to this guy. It was totally random. It wasn't even here, believe it or not. But anyways, they basically asked him, did he hear about what had happened? And he's like, yeah, man, I know exactly what happened. And he basically said that, okay, in Miami, it's known as a very large import of drugs. It always has, even back since the 80s with cocaine and stuff like that. Apparently, there has been the head guy that produces stuff here or sells stuff or imports it decided to cut off this region. And a lot of people are upset. So they all came to congregate here to meet. So the thing I keep on wondering is if this alien thing happened, we already know there's no footage, but all these people are all saying they saw the fight, they saw fireworks. None of them saw the beings. No one saw the aliens. No one said that. A lot of them closed, but there were certain people that I interviewed that were there at that time. And what he said is half the stores had already closed. The other half of the stores didn't close until the commotion started happening. People started running. They all locked their doors and closed at that.
In this video, I believe that they're interviewing one lady, and she was saying she works in one of the kiosks there in the middle, and she was saying right around that time when all the commotion was happening, that they were actually closing up the kiosk. They normally close them down a little bit before the actual mall shuts down. So the kiosk shut down a little bit sooner, and when all this commotion was happening, she said that she was just there, and just stayed closing down. There wasn't any beans or anything that she saw or anything like that.
That point. So even if there was aliens, the store owners would not have seen it. True, I mean, that could be possible. But what I keep on thinking is we don't have anything. If they knew that these fights have been happening every year for several years, which it has. The one guy showed us video footage of fight last year on the same day. Why wasn't there a cop present here before all this stuff happened? There wasn't. They had their normal security. They had no cops here. Right? It doesn't make sense. Well, according to what this guy tells me, it answers that question. And he basically said that there was people here that he knows of that were undercover. And he said it wasn't necessarily cops that were undercover, but more of like ops. And
now, that explains why the police were there right away, as soon as the calls went out, or as soon as people were running out. Police were already there. Also, the last interview that we got from this gentleman right here, maybe not that. Where's the other footage here of the interview of the older gentleman, this gentleman right here, and the scream scene, I guess that's his father-in-law. So Miami Alien Survivor interview, this one right there, Miami Alien Survivor interview. It was terrifying. That video right there on this Miami Mall Aliens with the question mark, on this playlist here, you'll find his testimony, and he talks about how the SWAT was running in as he walked in. Commotion happened. Then they had to split, and then he said right away, as soon as he was leaving with his sister, SWAT was already running in past them. So they were already there. So that explains the undercover, past incidents, all this stuff. Let's allow him to continue.
it makes sense because
Like government officials?
government officials, right? Because one of the things I put on Twitter was there's four things that could be true. One, it was really aliens coming to Miami. Number two, it was demons coming out of a portal. Number three, what the cop said is true, and it was kids fighting, which is true, yes. Or number four, it was a manufactured distraction. According to what this guy told me, they came in and did the alien.
What do you
thing
think
as a
about that?
distraction.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Before, it was a manufactured put on Twitter because
Like government officials?
government officials, right? Because one of the things I put on Twitter was there's four things that could be true. One, it was really aliens coming to Miami. Number two,
Do you think it was that?
it was demons coming out of a portal. Number three,
Do you think it was that? You know, I was saying if that did occur and there was a portal and everything, that it might have been a fog screen projection.
what the cop said is true, and it was kids fighting, which
You know, number 3, the kids are fighting. They'd seen this happen last year, so they were, you know, on heightened alarm at that point, ready, right?
is true, yes. Or number four, it was a manufactured distraction.
So I'm thinking it was probably 3 and then 4. That they knew something was going to happen, and so then they distracted it. And quite possibly also number 2, people may have seen shadow figures, and maybe there was a fog screen projector or smoke screen projector, some kind of screen, even mist, rain, light rain. I don't know if it was raining at all, if there was any sort of moisture or mist or fog rolling through, but anything like that you can project images on, including shadow figures. It's very simple to do. You can find how-to DIY videos here on YouTube. Fog screen projection.
According to what this guy told me, they came in and did the alien thing as a distraction. And the only thing...
And that's what I think.
Cover this story up about the drugs.
Well, I don't think so. What I think is, what my theory is they knew that these fights were going to go down. Okay. So they used
Definitely a
that
distraction.
to use it as a distraction. Now, what happened the same day that this all happened? I don't want to say it, but
The
you remember
list.
that guy that has an island?
Epstein's list, yeah.
Right,
yeah.
Epstein's list.
All right, so as you can see, Jasco, he's kind of barely even realizing that this occurred here. Oh yeah, the list. Like, we've already all been talking about that, right? Like, yeah, definitely they released the list. But also one thing that these guys don't mention is that the WEF, the World Economic Forum, was meeting at Davos. And they were speaking about the whole agenda 2030, 2050, and how, and the smart grid cities, and how they're going to take land through eminent domain, and all these different things. A huge distraction, guys. So this incident occurred. People start talking about seeing aliens or seeing this and seeing that. The cops rolled with it. They even made a joke and made a pun about it, right? No aliens here at the moment, right? They came out with that video. All right. And Jasco, he's barely putting 2 and 2 together here about the list. Like, yeah, we already know. But see, the thing is, the list didn't even share anything new. It just showed what we already knew. It was already released, and we already knew the names on it. They just kind of released it to the public to confirm that this list is real. That's all. They didn't give us anything new.
This came out that day.
But what else happened was Davos and the World Economic Forum.
Or at least it was supposed to come out that day. I don't know if it did or not, but anyways, that was the day it was supposed to come out. And listen, this kind of stuff has happened throughout history where distractions have come out on things like that. There's
huge
a lot of people that are
distraction.
implicated in it.
Once they saw,
So,
oh,
what he's
all
telling
these
me is
people are
there's
just going to
tons
go
of
with
other
this
people
and
there.
think it's an alien
Listen,
thing.
cops had to have known this happened. Why was there no cops there?
We
Because
can
there
easily
wasn't
just
people there. They were
distract
undercover.
everyone with this news
And
story.
if
Call
the
it
whole
news.
thing is true,
When what people should really be focusing on is what's going on with the World Economic Forum. What's happening with Lahaina and the whole West Maui now about to get taken through eminent domain.
I mean, I see a lot of stories of people witness somebody plugging something in and whatever.
Yeah.
Or the second option is they were undercover. They knew the kids were going to be here. They knew the kids were going to be fighting. So what they decided to do was use that as part of the distraction. And what can we do? Oh, this is a perfect distraction, and there's no proof. So no one can really call it out. That's why it's not on the media. That's why there's no whatever. So that's what I think happened. Now the question is, was there holograms of aliens here? Maybe, but I still haven't found anybody to say that. That's why I still want to go back and get a little more answers from people. You know, there's like bots online. You could have thousands of bots start saying, hey, you know, we saw 10-foot beings out here to use as a distraction, because you know what? It worked. It went super viral. It covered up a lot of, you know, what other people would have found out. That the list came out, so it makes a lot of sense. So I'm really wondering.
When we were interviewing that one girl, Cami, there was something that she kind of brought to my attention that it just kind of registered right now. It was hours ago. But she said something about one of the stores being vandalized here. How come that's not on camera? Like, there was a store that they were breaking the windows, they were looting.
Right after it happened, yeah.
Right.
Okay, and somewhere, I don't know if it's in this video specifically, it could be in this video, but in some video, they were saying how the Foot Locker was actually getting robbed at that time. And what I find interesting is that two eyewitnesses interviews or whatever claimed that they were at the Foot Locker. So did they actually, were they a part of that robbery? And now they're covering it up with this alien story? Is that what really went down? And now, you know, we got three individuals who are all saying that they saw some things, right? But were they actually there at Foot Locker? You know, there's two Sosas who claim to, I think, been there at the Foot Locker. Maybe King Sosa wasn't there, but the other Sosa Pippin, was there. And then the other dude, he was saying how he was with his nephew, you know, and maybe with his sister, I think. Someone, but he was with his nephew, and they were trying to get his nephew out of there. I don't remember if he said he was at Foot Locker or not, but definitely Sosa Pippin was at Foot Locker. And then he said that he got out of there and went past the cops as they were detaining everyone. And him and his girl just slipped past all that. And then he said that he never was in Miami on his second video that he came out. And then his third video, he came out claiming that some dark entity had attached itself to him and that he was being messed with and he can't sleep and he's trying to fight this thing in the middle of the night or in, like, you know, trying to call it out in the day because it keeps messing with him when he's going to sleep in his lower vibrational time. So that's interesting. So no one's mentioned that about the Foot Locker getting robbed or this place getting destroyed, whichever place that they're saying got vandalized.
None of that is on camera.
I know where it happened at.
You do? Yeah, let's go over there.
Yeah. All right, so that's pretty much it. So they're gonna then walk around here, and they're gonna do a quick walk around. So remember, Bayside Marketplace is outdoor. You can see that they got all brick pathway, walkway. So any of the footage that you've seen that I've already debunked, you know, it was easy to debunk once you saw the ceiling above, the lighting above, and the floor tile below. Once you saw that the footage they were trying to push as authentic alien footage, then we saw that, oh no, that was footage from somewhere else, some other mall, some other place, some other time, some other event or incident, possibly stuff made up and not even real. So yeah, that's what I got for you guys today is Omar Gosh TV, this video here that he shared out to the public here, and I'm simply just utilizing his footage here to voice my own opinion on it and add a little bit more to their narrative and try to help everyone understand what the truth actually is and what really happened, why there were so many cops there as soon as people were running out. Did people see something? There are people who claim that they did see 8 to 10 foot tall figures, and they smelt smoke and it smelled like burning wire. So these individuals, their testimonies I cannot debunk. I don't know what they saw. I don't know what they think they saw. I don't know what maybe images got implanted into their minds and their heads, or if it was a mass psychosis event, or did they use a smoke screen, a fog screen projector, or what happened? What really happened? Or were they seeing these dark entities which were actually just mannequins like in the windows, and through some sort of smoke or whatever? Maybe it was also they use tear gas that isn't it doesn't burn. It's just like a smoke screen. And so cops will use those smoke flares, right, in order to disperse the crowds. They might throw tear gas or some other sort of um, irritant to disperse the crowds, right? Or create loud noise, vibrations, LRAD, NRAD, any of those types of lower vibrational frequency energy, directed energy devices that they have for sound weapons, for sound waves. We know that they have laser waves that they use and microwaves that they use with these directed energy devices. It's how what happened with Chile and Lahaina and all this stuff. And look, there's some shadow figures right there, right? So, did people maybe just see um, the mannequins in the window as maybe some smoke was happening? But people did say that they saw shadows coming towards them too. So, with that being said, I don't know. I'm gonna leave you with that. Check out this video here. Omar Gosh TV. I interviewed workers from the Miami Alien Mall Bayside Marketplace. Thanks a lot, Omar Gosh, for doing what you do to try to figure out what's been going on or not. And I'm doing my best as well to follow along with what you guys are uncovering. Thank you for going there, for getting this footage and walking around and showing us what it actually looks like and mapping out the whole place. To be able to see it like this in detail, it's helpful for the investigation and trying to figure out what really happened. All right. You guys have a good one. Love and blessings. We'll see you soon.